Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brown Book violin class. My name's Antonia again. Good to see you guys again this week. So first things first, let's start by tuning a little bit. So we are going to need our D and our A strings for the lesson today. So I'll just play the note along with me, and if you need to make some slight adjustments to your tuning, we can use our small pegs down here for minor ones, or follow the string all the way up and use the one at the top for major ones. Alright, first the D string, which is our second to lowest string. Next I'll be playing the A string, so play it along with me and try to match the pitch. Adjust with the tuning if you need to. So that's our second to highest string. So last week we did a review of all of the notes. And thank you to those of you that sent videos in. This week I wanted to focus a little bit more on our bowing techniques, because we played Camptown Races last week, which had some of the bowing symbols in it, but I wanted to just go over those really quickly and leave you guys with another song that'll test that knowledge. Alright, so we have our down bow and our up bow. Down bow, when you're doing a down bow, you're starting at the bottom of your bow and you're pulling the bow down. Okay? Pulling the bow down for a down bow, and for an up bow, you're starting at the top and pushing it up. Alright? Pushing it up for an up bow, pulling it down for a down bow. Okay? So this first one, the rhythm here is pretty simple. Let's just play down and up. So it's play, rest, play, rest, play, rest, play, rest, play, 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 done. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3 on the D string. Good. I want to run through these ones pretty quickly because they're simple, just to get us used to reading those symbols. So the next one, Love My Bow. We've got 6 notes in a row, 2 rests, and then another 3 quarter notes. Starting at the bottom of our bow with a down bow. Okay. So rest your bow on the D string at the bottom of your bow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. Rest, rest, down, up, down. Good. And then the last one on this page, these are all just really easy exercises on our D string. Starting with a down bow again, we're playing 6 and 3. The only difference in this one is they switched our rests up, if you guys see that. In 48, we have a half rest, and in 49, they gave us 2 quarter rests. Alright, let's try this one. Same thing. Start at the bottom of your bow on the D string. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. Rest, rest, down, up, down. Good. All right, let's move over to the next page. So here, this is where bowing becomes really, really important. And where you have to pay a lot of attention is when you add in the lift. Okay? So reading up there at the top of the page, it says, when you come to a comma, lift and start with a new bow. Okay? So for me, I always kind of like to think it as a circle back around. So if I'm playing my down bow, and then they want me to start on another down bow, I have to circle my bow up and place it back down. Okay, so try that a few times. Circle up, circle up, good. So let's try this song starting over. And this has our lift in the middle. Okay, so we have 2 beats of rest to make that lift happen. Okay, rhythms are pretty simple. Let's try it. Starting on a down bow on the D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Rest. 1, 2, lift, and 1. Good. Now let's try doing that same thing on the A string for the next one. Lift it. Same rhythm. Oh, sorry, actually this isn't the same rhythm. I lied. Let's actually play 50 one more time on that D string. Here we go. 1, 2, starting with a down bow, and rest, rest, lift, and good. Now lift it. This is just 3 half notes in a row, starting with our down bow on our A string. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, circle around. Alright. Lift or lose. This one, look, we're playing our A string first, and then we're lifting down to the D string. Okay? Let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift. Let's try that one again. That one's a little bit trickier because we're switching between strings. Lift or loose, so look through it. We're starting with our down bow on our A string, and then we're lifting up in 1 beat and going to our D string. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift. Good. Alright, next one, last one on this page, love to lift. So we're starting on our D string and then switching up to that A string and lifting to go back down to the D string again. This one's all quarter notes. So rest your bow at the bottom on the D string and let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift, 3, 4. Good, let's do that one more time. Love to lift. Bottom of your bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift, 3, 4. Oh, whoops. All right, cool. So let's move on. Let's start using some songs with these techniques. All right, first one, this one should be pretty simple. Old MacDonald. Okay. So let's just remind ourselves of these notes really quick. All right, so we're starting on G, which is 3 fingers on the D string. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. And then open D. E is our first finger. Open D. Then we have to switch over to our A string to play B, B, open A, and then 3 fingers down to get that G again. Let's try this first section, starting on a down bow. So we want 3 fingers down on our D string. Go to the bottom of your bow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. A string. Good. How'd you guys do? So this section has a repeat. So this time, let's play this. We're going to play it 2 times through without stopping to get that repeat in. Let's try it again with the repeat, okay? 3 fingers down on the D string. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. B. All right, and luckily that is going to be the same section also that's at the end of this piece. So the only other section in this piece to learn is going to be this middle section. And this one is just going between our G and our D, so we're just going to have to be really diligent about getting those fingers put back on the string, okay? I'll try this slowly. So get your 3rd finger down on the string, down bow on the D string. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now that we've learned all the sections, and luckily the bowing in this one is pretty self-explanatory. We're not really having to do any lifting in the whole thing. Okay, let's play through the whole song. So remember, we have that repeat at the beginning, then we have our middle section, and then our last line. Okay, so in song forms, because we have this little trivia question, because we have all these sections that are the same, we call those an A. If we make those an A, and then that middle part is kind of like a bridge, that would be B. This would be an A, B, A song form, because we're playing the A section twice, then the B section, and then that A section one more time. This is a really, really common song form that is used in jazz music a lot. So if you take our improvisation class on Friday with me, we're going to definitely be talking about the AABA song form a lot more. All right, Old MacDonald from the top. Let's play the whole thing. Okay, 3 fingers down on the D string. Here we go. 1, 2, down bow, and. sometimes find that the hardest part is making sure that you have enough room on that bow to get those whole notes at the end. So pay special attention to that. All right, let's look at one more thing today. I want to look at this song on page 28 called Buffalo Gals. So, there are a couple of kind of tricky things in here, okay? So one of them that I want to show you guys is, if you look in the second measure, we're going between E and B, okay? So E is our first finger on the D string, and then B is going to be our first finger on the A string. So when we have notes like that are the same finger but on a different string, we do something called rolling, and it is exactly what you think it is. We're just taking our finger from that string and rolling it to the next string to play that note, along with our bow. So we're rolling that across the string. Okay, so let's just try playing, if we play our E and then roll up to that B. Okay, try that a few times. So you aren't actually taking your finger off the string, you're just rolling it up to that next string to make it really easy to play between those notes. Okay? So in this song is all over the strings, so I thought this would be a good challenge one for you guys to practice this week. Okay? Because even this first line, we kind of have to do rolling a little bit. So in our first line, we're doing D, E, F, G, and then we have a B as our next one. So what I would do is just lift your two fingers up and roll that finger over, okay, to get that B again, okay? Let's try this first measure, or this first line, sorry, and see if we can get that technique down with this first one. Because we're going open, 1, 2, 3, rolling to 1 on the other string, open, and then back to 2 on the D string. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, and. Alright, let's do that again on our down bow. 1, 2, slower, and. Roll. Good. Now let's try this next section where we're doing our traditional roll just from 1 to 1, starting on that A, the second line. Here we go. Good. Try just that section again. Up bow. Here we go. Alright, good. Then this next part is just going to be a repeat of that first line. So let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, and. And then the last section is also kind of what we've seen before, except at the end we're going to be going from D all the way up to D, which is going to be our third finger on that A string, okay? Let's try this last section. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So for this week, we do have our homework submission email. So I would love it if you guys practice Buffalo Gals, and we'll look at this a little bit more at the beginning of next lesson 2. Okay? To practice that rolling technique that I just told you guys about. So practice that. This is going to be a really, really fun song once you guys practice it and get it down, because there's a lot of technique that you guys get to showcase when you're playing this song, which is always fun once you master that. It makes it really fun to play the song. So practice this one on your own, and record yourself playing a video of Buffalo Gals, and send it to us. And then we can give you guys some personalized feedback. I would love to get a few more videos this week. We got some, so thank you guys for sending those, but I would love to see what the rest of you guys are doing too. To homework@theorchestraplace.com. Okay? So practice Buffalo Gals. If you aren't super comfortable with that song yet, you can send Old MacDonald Had a Farm. But otherwise, I will look forward to seeing you guys next week. All right? Have a good week. See you next time.